Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to talk about another very important topic of SVG, that is a tspan element. Okay, so in this session, we will see how we can use tspan element, what are the benefits of using tspan element, and how we can write the syntax and structure in order to implement the tspan element for a particular reason. Okay. But before we start the discussion, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be very easy for you to understand the ongoing topic. Because for time being, we are just focusing on the concept, that is tspan. Okay, so let's continue and talk about the tspan. So the tspan element is used to mark up parts of a text, just like a HTML span element. Clear? So sometimes we feel that we have long text, and out of that long text we just want to mark up a particular portion, a particular text. So in order to mark up the particular part of a text, we will utilize the tspan element. Okay, but here two things we always keep in mind. One is that tspan element must be a child of either text element or another tspan element. Okay, so make sure that if you are writing it, it should be a child element for a text or tspan element, otherwise it won't work. Now if we talk about the attribute, or six basic attribute of tspan, so we have six attribute like x, y, dx, dy, rotate and text length. So we have to use all these 6 elements, and I have noted down the element along with their description. So we can simply see x is denoting the x position of the start of the text. Default value for t is 0. Similarly, we have y position, which is y position of the start of the text. Default is 0. If we talk about dx and dy, if we talk about dx, so dx is the horizontal shift position for the text from previous text position. If we talk about dy, so it is a vertical shift position for the text from the previous text position. Likewise, we have rotate, which is the rotation in degrees applied to each letter of text. And then later on we have text length, which is the width that the text must fit in. Clear? So these are the all attributes that we are supposed to pass in order to implement the tspan element. Now if I talk about code, so code is straightforward. I have just noted down one heading here, which is HTML by Sharmit. So if I save it and show you the output, it is coming like this: HTML by Sharmit. Now what we will do after defining this thing, like we can put another heading just to show it separately. So let me put it like this: h2. Here I will put tspan, use of tspan element, use of tspan element inside the, or we can simply write use of tspan element in SVG. Now we have to show it as a normal text, so let me remove it for now, otherwise you can write it, save it and refresh it. So you can see use of tspan element in SVG. So this is just a heading. Now to show this thing, firstly we need one SVG. So let's draw the SVG. So here I'll write SVG. In SVG we will put height, it would be 40. Then we will put width, it would be 250. And it is not fixed, like it is up to you, like if you want to change the height and width, you can change, there is no issue. Okay, so now after that maybe we can apply style just to show the border. So style border 5px solid black. Okay, now you can save it and refresh it. So you can see this is how it comes. This is just a SVG. Now if you want to increase the height, you can simply go here and increase it. Let's say we make it as 100, save it and refresh it, so it is coming like this. Got it? Similarly, let's say if I want to make it as 500 height and 1000 width, just for the time being. So I can change the attributes here, and now you can see SVG is coming like this. Okay, fine. Now what we will do, we will use the text element which we have already discussed in previous session. So here I'll use text. In text we will put simply here we will put x equal 5, y equal 30, fill equal red, font size equal 35, and then we can put the text which we want to show here. So for example, I want to show the tech Sharmit, and after this, like if I write something like this, tech Sharmit podcast, and save it, refresh it, so it is coming like this. Okay, but what I want to do, I want to show this podcast part or maybe the tech Sharmit part in a different way. So for that, what I can do, I can simply put one tspan here. Okay, tspan, and in this tspan we will put this tech Sharmit. Okay, let's put it like this. Okay, and then we can put tspan attributes for here. Fill equal none, stroke green. Let's save it and refresh it. So after the refresh, you can see here the tech Sharmit podcast has been printed, where the tech Sharmit is printed in a different way. Why? Because we have utilized the tspan element, and with the help of tspan element you can print anything in a different pattern by applying some of the attribute. Okay, so whenever you want to mark a particular position or particular text from a long text, then in that case what you can do, you can simply utilize this tspan attribute, tspan element, and we all know that tspan element comes with 6 attributes that we are supposed to pass. So that you can explore one by one, like what all attributes are mandatory and what are not, because this is something that you will learn if you do practice. Clear? So just try to put the values like I have mentioned here: x, y, dx, dy, rotate, text length. So if you want to apply any of these attribute value, you can simply go there and you can show it. Clear? So these are the main thing related to tspan, and as I mentioned, like that tspan should be a part of only a text element or maybe the tspan element itself. Okay, so make it very clear. It should be a child element for either the text element or for the tspan element. Otherwise, it won't work. So yeah, that's all regarding the important thing regarding the tspan, and now you can do a practice, but make sure that like directly learning the tspan would not be that easy for you, because prior to that you should know what is SVG, what is text element, why we are using SVG, because we have another method for graphics, like we can use canvas, then why we are using this. So these all things would be more clear if you follow the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. Okay, so that's why I always recommend in the beginning that if you don't know the basic concepts, then please just go and check out the previous sessions first, and then you can simply you can go through these sessions. Okay, so I hope these all things are clear to all of you. In case if you have any question or queries regarding these topic, then you can simply ping me in the comment section. So if I found any comment, I'll let you know the answer, and I'll show you the exact scenario if you are facing any challenges. Okay, so yeah, I think now we are good to wind up this session. So thank you so much for watching this session, and if you have any queries you can ping in the comment section. Otherwise you can do the practice for the and in the next session we'll discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.